Welcome back to the quarterfinals of our opening cup of the 2026 season here at Pico Rivera in Psycho. I got it backwards. I've been here for a while. I am Dennis Geisler. With me is
Hi, I'm Abu. I replaced Fuecoco, who's still on stream, by the way. Actually,
eventually, Fuecoco will be on stream.
Yeah, I mean he's right there. There you go. Fuecoco's on stream. Look at him.
He needed to get a fresher voice in here.
There we go. Yeah. Fuecoco was getting a little tired.
Benji is it's Benjamin Harlan versus David Hutner. Benji is running the Pelipper, Murkrow, Archaludon, Basculegion Male, the Ursaluna Blood Moon, and the Rillaboom. David running the Sneasler, Ursaluna Blood Moon, Dragonite, Golden Go, Amoonguss, and Incineroar. This is the first Incineroar we've seen on stream all day.
Really?
Yeah, not a lot of Incineroars here today, and definitely not a lot of Incineroars on stream.
Yeah. Incineroar, I mean, it's still a good Pokemon, and I faced a couple today as well, so, like, it's not necessarily, like, there's no Incineroar, just on stream, Yeah,
there's just a lot of good special attackers in this format. Archaludon, Ursaluna Blood Moon, Golden Go. It's a lot of strong value on the special side, and a lot of stuff that just hits Incineroar well, but regardless,
like Basculegion here, that mon, even if it gets intimidated, probably still like one-shots it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
with the Choice Band, with Wave Crash, certainly. It'll probably do a ton of damage with Flip Turn, even.
Yeah.
But I'm interested to see what this matchup ends up being because of that.
That makes sense why he's leading it.
Makes sense as why you would want to lead that.
Yeah.
I'm curious what David wants to do here. David does not have any way to
It's hard to weather the storm, yeah.
Yeah, and speaking of weather, David has no way to change the weather.
Yeah, exactly.
So David has no way to stop the Basculegion Swift Swim, no way to stop the Archaludon Electro Shot.
Amoonguss is like pretty good into that, right? Considering this Basculegion is actually like, it is Terra Grass, so it'd have to commit, but which is like that's something you want, right? Like if you're trying to like burn the Terra.
Yeah, but then you have to be worried about the Pelipper, and that's the problem.
Okay, so it looks like he's going for like a generally, like, I wouldn't say passive lead, but it's a lead that honestly I don't like too much from David, just mainly because like, yes, Dragonite could take 2 hits, but like, what's Ursaluna doing here, right?
Yeah, especially this is the Assault Vest Ursaluna, so it doesn't have Protect, which means it is a very juicy...
So it has to Terra, pretty much.
Yeah, it has to
and
Terra.
And even then, does it even live? Like,
it's gonna take a...
It's gonna take a Hurricane Wave Crash, you know?
I don't think it can take both. It can certainly take one.
And it just feels like that's the most obvious play, right? Just double into it. So,
yeah, unless you want to break the multi-scale. It's going to be the Flip Turn, which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, you know, playing it safe, not committing too much. You don't want to get scale shotted and then have Dragonite run away with it.
Well, and the big thing about the early Flip Turn is it means that you get to decide now what you want to switch into, which the choice very quickly was Archaludon.
Yeah, just in case you get scale shotted there. Oh, and there it is. There it is.
Yeah, we've seen earlier the side scale shot just to boost up the Archaludon with the stamina. It doesn't mean a whole lot here. Well, it matters, but we'll see what it ends up doing for Benji. Just because you do take a lot of damage. There is the crit there on the 4th hit.
Yep.
I think that was the 4th hit. I haven't really been counting. I think that's 5.
Yeah, there it is.
So Arch will have just over half HP remaining.
Yep,
decent damage with the scale shot.
Yeah,
overall.
The crit really helped, right?
The crit really did help.
Yeah. Because usually the damage goes down. Oh, but the double? Okay, so...
Yeah. Just breaking the multi-scale. Ooh! I like the confusion. That does matter. And we'll see... Oh, it is the Earth Power into that slot. That was a nice read then, calling out the switch. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, for me, like... And I think they had, like, probably some mind games going on. I really just thought, like, the Basculegion could just double that slot. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
and... I don't know if... Against the Assault Vest, I don't know if Hurricane would have picked up after the Terra.
Yeah.
And then you would have just been eating. Because at that point, there was a double into... Like, overall, it was a double into Basculegion plus Arch, which would have KO'd either of them, I think.
Although this is an interesting position because, like, honestly... like a Last Respects could just hit everything now because like you don't have any more. Oh wait, that didn't do enough.
I was gonna say Last Respects is only 100 base power at this point. It's good damage, but not great damage. And Dragonite hits itself in confusion for a lot of damage, actually.
Is Basket Legion just going down here?
Yeah, it doesn't. Oh wow, I'm actually shocked it took
So it
that.
has a lot of HP and like a decent special defense stat. I just didn't think it was gonna take it like that. But I guess the AV Blood Moon or Shalunas are not invested as much into those attack stats, right? So
yeah, not necessarily. Like I'm really not sure what the training on this Ursaluna is, but I see the Basket Legion switch out, which I guess makes some sense given the big thing is that the Blood Moon has Vacuum Wave.
Yeah. So
see it there.
Yeah, and since it has Mind's Eye, I can just use it. Right.
Dragonite snaps out of confusion, gets a scale shot. Ooh, that would have been big if it went into the Pelipper. Because going into the Murkrow will take it. I think
it will, but like barely.
It's gonna be close. Oh, actually it won't. Actually, it won't take it.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a one-shot.
5 hits, yeah.
Ooh, boy. The 5 hit. That is tough.
That's a lot of damage coming out from this guy. And, what does Pelly do here?
I think this game's over.
Yeah, I think this game's over.
Pelipper also got its sash broken by the Vacuum Wave, which was big. But now Vacuum Wave can come out onto the Basket Legion.
Yeah,
and Scale Shot probably just KOs the Pelipper.
Yeah, so the thing is, Last Respect didn't do enough damage last time. Now it's not gonna. I mean, it's gonna do damage, but
it's not gonna get to go.
Yeah, it's not gonna get to go. Yeah,
the Vacuum Wave with the Mind's Eye. Bye, Basket Legion.
Yeah, so that was it looked really awkward for David on turn 1 for some reason, but like I guess it just worked out really solidly.
Yeah, I mean the crit on our Chaladon certainly helped. Being able to Terra Water the another full scale shot there, and another one that was necessary to pick up the KO, although not necessary to win the game. Although it does mean that David's able to preserve the information of what was in the back. It was literally just those 2 Pokemon the whole time.
Yeah, I just didn't because it was like Benji just tried making a mid-ground play, right? Like it was just one of those things. So I think it was. I think David ended up committing to a play, and because of that, I wouldn't say. I mean, obviously, both committing to the play, but it's more like
it felt
it's
like
a full commit.
Yeah. David really only committed the Terra turn one, which ultimately is not.
You're gonna want to Terra it anyway.
You're probably gonna want to Terra it anyway, and you don't really care that much about your Terra on anything else. David. Like, you probably wanted the Terra on Blood Moon eventually, and other than that, you're not really committing a ton to that play, especially because Scale Shot plus Earth Power KOs either Basket Legion or our Chaladon in that slot.
It was good mid-ground there, right?
Yeah, and Benji kind of lost from that turn 1, and so I do think that you have to switch things up a little bit as to what you want to do there. Having Rillaboom there is not a bad idea. Murkrow did not do anything. I don't think having Murkrow there is a terrible thing, but for a team that's so reliant on rain, having Pelipper and Murkrow there is kinda tough. I like this more.
I like...
If this is the lock-in, I like it more.
Yeah, it gives more burst damage immediately, right?
It gives more burst damage immediately, and also means that you're actually showing something immediately against the Ursaluna.
The only issue I have with this is, like, against the AV Blood Moon, it's not the best to trade with.
It's not, but remember, this is the Life Orb one, so it does have Protect, so you can kind of play around that a bit.
Yeah, you could, like, go maybe for, like, a
also
tail.
does have Manual Rain Dance on this team, which I think is a nice middle ground if you don't want to bring Pelipper, but I don't know. We'll see. David's up 1-0. The win here puts him into semi-finals. Both these players already with a nice chunk of points.
Yeah.
But the winner of this cup will be one of the top in SoCal in terms of points so far.
Yeah. Technically, Charlie's our number 1 because he already made Worlds.
Yeah, Charlie has already made Worlds. And it's 2 weeks into the season.
Okay, well,
in any case, We have
that's interesting. I don't know if that's a good trade, but maybe I was thinking like maybe that's the play, right? Like maybe like that one protect or something.
I think you want to. I still think you might want to get aggressive here.
Yeah, maybe like trading the damage is still fine.
Yeah,
like just at least break the multi-scale. Right?
I think this Blood Moon should still outspeed. It should do pretty good damage, honestly, to both of them. Not incredible, but less than I would have hoped.
Yeah, honestly. But going
Scale
for the
shot.
Murkrow. Okay.
Yeah, we'll see. It needed all 5 last time, and some good rolls near the end.
Yeah, maybe this is not quite 5. Oh.
Nope. Oh, no. Not going to get all 5. But a Hyper Voice would pick up if that's the choice for Ursaluna here.
Yeah, but maybe Blood Moon's into the other...
Yeah, there's...
No, okay, they went for, like, decent mid-ground plays.
Yeah.
And honestly, this Murkrow fainting is, like, kind of good. Right?
It's not terrible.
Yeah.
I think I would still rather have it here, but it's not terrible for Benji. I think the problem here is having to decide which of these 2 Pokemon you want here. You do outspeed regardless. Basculegion does have a band.
So, here, I mean, I would say you have to... I wouldn't say you have to commit, but it's like a weird 50-50, because if you Wave Crash, you get the KO. But if it Terras, then, like, you won't.
And I think I am a little concerned if Dragonite outspeeds Ursaluna right now.
Oh, yeah.
Because Dragonite's +1, Ursaluna is the equivalent of +2, but Ursaluna is so much slower naturally. So I think we're going to see the Terra here, but I do think that you have to focus down the Dragonite right now with an attack you think will pick up the KO. That's the Terra Normal on the Ursaluna, which we know is Benji's, because that's the only one that's Terra Normal.
Alright, let's hope it outspeeds the... Oh, okay,
Vacuum Wave.
Ooh.
But not enough to KO.
Oh, okay, Last Respects.
Yeah, Last Respects comes out first, for sure.
Okay. So maybe if Benji Blood Moon's here, I think that's just like the KO, right?
It should be,
there it is.
But it should be both KOs because of the Life Orb recoil.
I mean, it's not like a terrible position. It's 2-on-2, but it just depends on what's in the back for David, right?
It's 2-on-2, and David also has Terra remaining, which is pretty nice. And Benji is locked.
Oh, into Last Respect.
Into Last Respect, which is not bad. That's 150 base power right now.
Yeah,
but you do have to consider that that's what you're locked into now with no Terra.
Yeah, and and this is gonna be interesting, right? Depending on what's sent out here. So Sneasler also has a Sash,
that's gonna be the Golden Go.
Golden Go. So here's the thing. Now there's some protect mind games, right? Which one's protecting? Do you want to like preserve your Sash? There's like a weird there's some trades going on here, right? Because 2 Mons need their Sash broken, but also the 2 Mons that need their Sash broken are like really pivotal offensive pieces.
Yeah.
Right? Like Sneeze. So,
but they are threatening less damage out of it too. Like if both of them, if they had their way, they just take out the one that doesn't have the Sash, and then they win. Golden Go is going to Terra Water here. I think you have to assume that you're taking Last Respects here and hope that you have enough HP to take it here. Pelipper will protect.
Okay, that's interesting. And I guess you don't want to break the Sneasler Sash immediately, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to...
Ooh, fake out into the Pelipper. That is pretty bad for... It all comes down to taking his Last Respects.
Okay, so he...
And it does not.
so I think what David was going for there is all like, oh, okay, so they get pretty obvious protect on the Golden Go, right? So like, maybe they'll go for the Sneasler, right? To break the Sash, but like that didn't happen. He just kind of let it rip and out. Yeah.
Well, and ultimately, I think the problem was that the Sneasler was only really threatening the Dire Claw onto Basculegion. It was really only threatening the Dire Claw status onto Sneasler. That was really it.
Yeah.
And if Pelipper wasn't kept in check, it still had a lot that it was going to do. I don't know. It just didn't feel like there was any answer there for David.
Oh yeah.
After the Last Respects had enough damage to KO.
Yeah, because there wasn't like too much damage going into Basculegion at the end of the day. And if Goldengo doesn't protect, then that really isn't enough, right? So I guess
the only real way that David would have won that is if
Benji mistargeted or something.
Yeah, if Golden Go got to Shadow Ball the Basculegion. That was really it. But Benji did win that game number 2.
Yeah, so game 3 banger here.
Yeah, we got game 3 going, and it was a closer game 2 than game 1 had been, obviously, because David did not lose a Pokemon in game 1. But Benji definitely held a number of advantages. The problem is I don't know that you can run back the Murkrow again, partly because the Murkrow
unless he's okay with just getting the Tailwind and going down, unless he's okay with that.
The problem is, the one big issue that I have is that if you do lose the Murkrow immediately, if it drops to the Scale Shot, it means that it's single target Hyper Voice onto your Ursaluna, which is a nice boost to the damage, and that plus Vacuum Wave picks up.
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah. So it is.
So now you have to be a little bit more concerned about that as a possibility, because the only real reason why Benji was able to win that game is because
it was a 4-hit. Right.
Is because it was a 4-hit, and Murkrow is able to weaken the damage, and even further upstream or downstream, it's because Blood Moon went down, Blood Moon the move went into Blood Moon the Pokemon, which KO'd that Blood Moon.
Yeah, because it lived with a very little amount of HP.
Yeah. And so David could feel reasonably comfortable to just say, okay, loaded dice, 50-50. If Murkrow goes down, I win, and I also have some answers in the back.
So maybe now, if he's okay with Murkrow going down at the end of the day, he could just Tailwind protect, right? If he thought it was really an issue there. But I feel like maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe that Scale Shot is just a roll,
Scale Shot could also be a roll, because it did seem like the damage rolls were interesting, but
that's just how it is with multi-hit moves. If you're playing, it's like Urshifu.
I think David also has a good positioning here, where even if you don't get all of that and Bascule Legion comes in, you can just protect Dragonite.
Yeah.
You still have the protect as an option. We're getting the same turn so far.
So going for the same turn, that's interesting. Maybe, again, they kind of needs to get rid of the Murkrow.
Could also miss Scale Shot.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's Tailwind the other way. Okay,
so I think David realizing he needs some speed control there. And Blood Moon right into... Does that pick up? Oh, live is a...
But the thing is, that's still not a bad spot for... it depends on which one of these Ursalunas is faster right now.
Yeah.
But also, you do have the Vacuum Wave on David's Ursaluna.
Yeah.
So if you just want to say, I'm faster, go away, and then Scale Shot the Murkrow, you can.
Yeah, so
David's in a really nice spot here.
Be a little careful here. He either needs to switch out or hit that button, right? So,
Yeah.
But the
thing is, if it switches out...
something's getting hit by a Scale Shot or something, right?
Well, yeah, something is certainly getting hit by a Scale Shot. It's a question of... what is getting hit by Ursaluna? Because Ursaluna could still just Hyper Voice.
Right,
if David thinks that his Ursaluna is faster.
That's just like a good mid-ground play, right? Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to see Bascule Legion switch in. Foul play into the Dragonite. Does that KO? Ooh, no, not enough. Not enough to KO. Scale Shot does go into the Bascule Legion. That probably won't be enough to KO.
But I think if there's a follow-up Hyper Voice or something, then
Ooh, and it's going to be close with it. A crit would do it. And a Hyper Voice would certainly do it.
Yep.
If it wasn't Vacuum Wave, it has to be Hyper Voice here, I think. Ain't gonna be Earth Power.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yep. There's the Hyper Voice. Yeah. Picks up the Bascule Legion. Does good damage to the Murkrow.
That's really rough because now I think this Dragonite just outspeeds D-Knight. Well, I guess now I think D-Knight also outspeeds this Pelipper. Honestly,
Dragonite definitely outspeeds the Pelipper. Keep in mind, Tailwinds are matched right now.
Yeah,
so.
And there's a Scale Shot. And there's a Scale Shot speed boost, right? So
you do have to be concerned because the Pelipper has Wide Guard.
Yeah.
That's the only thing to really be afraid of right now. But you could just go for a Blood Moon into one of these slots if you are David, or even just
Yeah, because Scale Shot Blood Moon just takes both, right?
Yeah. We're gonna get the Terra here. I have to imagine that's Dragonite, or not Dragonite, the other one, Ursaluna. I didn't say it before it got on screen, but it's to make sure it doesn't drop the Weather Ball here. Because if it's not afraid of Weather Ball, you kind of just win.
Yeah, so does Pelipper take the skill? Oh, it just went Murkrow here. Okay.
I think that's smart. Because then you go for, I don't know, Blood Moon or whatever into Pelipper.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter what Pelipper does here, because if it KOs Dragonite, it's not a problem. If it hits Ursaluna, it doesn't KO.
Yeah, David still has like all 4 of his monsters.
Yeah, and David has all the Pokemon in the back. So it's Weather Ball. Yeah, it's Weather Ball into the Ursaluna here, which not a ton of damage, even with the critical hit.
Dude, it's interesting because like this is a really good. This is like on the surface, it seemed like it was pretty good for Benji, the matchup in general.
Yeah,
but like, I don't know, like David's mons just like are taking everything.
Yeah,
right?
that Dragonite, dude.
Yeah.
Like Dragonite's so much more threatening than we really give it credit for.
Yeah.
There's the Vacuum Wave to pick up the Ursaluna, and if Scale Shot lands, that will be it for quarterfinals here. Yep, Scale Shot gets the 1 HP of damage, and David Hutner will advance to our semi-final round.
Congratulations, David.
Congratulations. I believe David was the 1 seed out of the group stage.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, out of the Swiss stage.
Oh, yeah, no, because Benji
was the 8th seed, yeah.
So,
that's the only reason I remembered, but
yeah.
That means that David will continue on. Benji will have to settle for 25 championship points. Still a pretty good number of points there.
Better than everybody else who got it.
Yeah, better than a lot of other people here. In any case, we're going to take a quick break. We will be back with the semi-final round, so don't go anywhere.